The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Bond going to throw it. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
3rd down from the gun, it's Mon. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. The Jets have Braxton Berrios back deep. This is taken at the 23. Still fighting through tackles. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. 58, boys, 58. I said it, let's go. Faster. 58.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He finds Corey Davis. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
At the 21-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Going to begin the drive here with Madison. And he's got room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. If they're going to try to complete this comeback, they need more runs like that from him, because until that point, he's been virtually shut down.
And based on where they are right now in this game, you would expect the ball, but his ability to break off those types. Things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. The ball comes out, and it's scooped up by the Jets.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that to come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Check, 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 check. Check 59, Mike. Let's go.
Now it's Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off inside the 10. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team...
He's got a man complete. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big play there for Minnesota. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. On the handoff, it's Madison. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Here's Madison getting it again on 2nd. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Flush to his right. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They'll try to run with Madison. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuff from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
And this is going to be caught? No, they say it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half. Incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
They're going for it. Here's Madison, and he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Jets are going to get the football back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And that is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense just added 2 more onto their lead, and now they'll see what they can do here offensively as they get it back following the free kick. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Going to run with Madison again. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 66 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big play there.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll keep it on the ground. Chandler, a pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Well, a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Solomon Thomas, they'd love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. The kick by Joseph is good. So when you factor in the safety, this now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Janoris Robinson able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they cut facing second. Finds his man complete. It's Moore. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score.
And now here's another interception. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Another carry now for Madison. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Not at all what they envisioned on third down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first, now this from 43. Joseph's got it. And that will swell the lead to 16.
So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order.
This offense coming up now to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
He's going to look deep for more. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
At the 17-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Wilson. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step 1, the touchdown. You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if they're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for 2 again. That's why teams are practicing multiple 2-point plays.
We saw that in Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big 2-point conversions. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make-or-break onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. They're a burst of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Chandler. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Chandler. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So they decline it, as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game play, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties. And they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Open man is Uzama. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Throwing now is Wilson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Wilson to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a two-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And he is not going to reach the goal line. They were forced to go for it down two, but the defense rises to the occasion, and they hold on to their lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. Well, partner, it's just preseason, but it always feels good to be in victory formation, taking the knee for the W.
Yeah, I've often thought to myself when I watch these preseason games, some teams need the wins more than others. If you're established and you're used to winning, not quite the same. But if you're trying to learn how to win, it's important to get it done. And to be able to kneel down at the end, even better.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
Partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
You fired up, I'm fired up. Don't run from rap. 1, 2, 3. Hey. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. Game time. I'm ready for war.